Hey everybody, Brandon Railway here. Gonna do a little live on some track work. Please bear with me. I got a little bit of the sniffles this morning, but try to prop this up here and show you guys how I do some of my track work. I'm replacing at least 3 sections right now because I was having issues with the train right here, and going on to the bridge it was just there was connectivity issues. So I'm going to be using a piece of track that is fairly long. And I'm just going to replace quite a bit here. I like the flex track because it cuts down on joiners, cuts down on cost on that a little bit. And it makes for smoother transitions, less gaps. What I do is I run my fingers over the top to make sure that the connections are nice and smooth. This will make things run, hopefully, much smoother over the bridge. And then show you guys I got that actually pushed down into the bridge itself. And then I'm going to try to follow the curve as much as I can. This piece here might come out depending on where my track fits. I might have to cut it, but we will see. So I'm going to move the thing that's holding my camera. That's what's holding my camera for me, because I got a buddy coming up today, but he's not quite ready to be able to be here. So I'm doing this on my own this morning. Oh, one rail is about 1 inch too short, so I'm not going to replace that other piece of track. What I'm going to do to make sure I cut this exactly 100% perfect is go ahead and use a couple of track spikes just to temporarily hold this track in place. And I know my fat hand is kind of blocking your view, but I got a little track spike here. And I'm not even going to put that in all the way, just enough to hold the track at the curve that I need. And then I'm going to have to get up and get my cutters. One thing I've noticed is the track cutters that I have bought, I don't like them. They work nice, but I've broken 2 pair already. So, needless to say, I use these. They don't do as clean of a job, but they still work. And I cut the track a bit long by maybe 1/8 of an inch, because you can always cut more off of it. You can't put track back together. So there's what I've cut off, maybe about the length of my phone. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull this spike back out. Fortunate for me, there are already 2 joiners on this track. I'm going to, if you can see, no, because my fat hand, I took the one set of ties, or one tie, off the end of the rails so I can make this fit, and then I can put those back in later. Get that fit nice and snug. Makes our curve just a bit wider. Excuse me. It makes our curve just a bit wider than before, but I think it's going to work just fine. So I'm going to put this track spike in, and not even all the way. I'll show you guys how I do that here in a moment. Hello to whoever is on live chat. I can't see the chat right now because I'm trying to work on this, so hello whoever you are. I'll bear with me. I got a bit of a cold this morning or something going on. But I'm going to stick with that for now. And then what I use is a simple flathead screwdriver. Try it to where you can see this. I put the tip on the nail and just drive the spike on in. And I have perfectly solid track. So, put my little engine on here. Now I'll get up and grab my controller, wherever it may be. There it is. And we'll give this some juice and see if it works any better. This engine, like I said, it is old, so it takes a little bit of coaxing. But once it warms up, it runs like a top. Oh, hello. There's a problem. I was afraid of this. I haven't had a chance to work on it yet. I got my lighting for my houses, and it stopped my engine inside the tunnel. So my engine was just a bit too tall. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick my camera back up here, show you I got a real nice connection there. I'm eventually going to be soldering all this so it has better connection. But as you can see, instead of 4 pieces from where that rusty piece is, we have 1. No joints to worry about right at the edge of the bridge. No joints to worry about in the middle of the bridge. And just 1 set of joints there, which lead to the diamond. So, for now, I think this is going to work. Does look like it straightens out a bit right there. But I have a track spike here. And I have one... Where is it? Where is it? Right there. Right there. I was having issues with the track on the bridge staying nice and level. Don't have to worry about that now because it's 1 piece, not 2. And technically really not 3 because I had joints right here. So I had joints here. Well, actually, I'll set this back up so you guys can see what I replaced. And my curve is just a bit wider than before. But I'm not going to complain because that'll make things run a little bit nicer. So as you can see, I took this piece out. I had this one, which then gave me a gap or a joint right at the bridge. That makes two pieces that came out. And I had two pieces on the bridge. And they weren't working. Not for what I wanted to do. If I didn't have the bridge, they would have worked just fine. And they did work just fine until I put the bridge on. So, it's not my fault. It's not the builder's fault. It's just modifications sometimes require other modifications. So anyhow, I hope to any new model railroaders or even experienced model railroaders that are having issues that this video might help. Even though I've only been at this for 6 years, I'm still nowhere near experienced. But I hope that this helps somebody eventually down the road. And show you guys, hopefully, what I was able to do with the bridge. I took the bridge piers from my Kato track because it had bridge piers on it. I did not need those for my road, so I took those and stuck those under there. And then I drilled a hole through my bridge and put that screw in there, so the bridge is solid enough for the track and the trains to go over it. And then that leaves me with my bridge over here that I'm not quite sure that I like it. I'm going to have to do some extreme modification to it. The hardest part is the track is part of the bridge, so I'm not sure. I would like to be able to take the ties and the rails off, because I would like to be able to set it down in like that, and that gray piece in the track is making it a bit difficult. And then if I can get it to fit right, I'm going to use that. That's Venetian blinds. I'm going to use that for a decking. And then I have some stuff that a buddy gave me. Open this up real quick here. It is going to be my country road. I have to mix it up some more, but it's 6 different colors of sand and really fine rock. That's going to be my country road that snakes along here, crosses the river, comes up the hill, around the corner. Okay, I'm back. That was my doctor that called and interrupted my live stream. But anyhow, like I said, I'm hoping this helps somebody out. And there will be more to come later when I get the wiring done for the houses. I mean, it's done. They do light up. But once I get that done and tacked up and I can start running trains and stuff, I will